And I'm back. No, I'm not. I'm never missing. I'm always here, even if I can't talk. Hello, hello. What happens if the tenant and the landlord are both soft citizens? Well, if that's the case, then they probably wouldn't end up in court. Because sovereign citizens avoid court if at all possible and try to press that they are not under a court's jurisdiction. So two soft citizens wouldn't go to court to resolve a situation.
Morning, chat. Hope everyone's having a good one. Hope you're ready for a little bit of nonsense today, because I have two big things today. Ava's already seen the first one, which is tenant landlord, and I know not everybody likes tenant landlord, but I kind of like watching it.
I haven't seen it. I just saw the title.
The title, yeah.
Oh, Jesus! I just read the title. Damn, I'm not gonna lie. I imagine she gets arrested in court.
I don't remember she gets arrested in court. Memory is vague.
Oh yeah, we did. Okay, so my chat is asking me to tell you about yesterday. We watched a little bit of EWU body cam stuff in Midwest Safety, I think it was. One of them was this guy was on something. He ended up somehow clambering up onto the roof to avoid police, and then he got on the telephone lines in the middle of the street, just hung there like upside down for 45 minutes. It was wild. And then there was another one that we watched that Angry Cops actually covered, and it was straight up a wine drinking, pill popping corporal lieutenant or colonel lieutenant. It was like a very high ranking military person in uniform, and they tried to do the soft citizen thing. It was really funny. Look, they were so out of it. They had to be one of the people who were, hey, if you don't open up the door, if you don't let us like conduct this traffic stop, we're going to break the window and drag you out and arrest you. And she's just like, she's still going and doing fucking about her fucking rights, and they're like, okay, bam, breaks the window, and she's so unresponsive to everything that's going on. It's clear that she's doped up somehow.
Fair. No, there's so many times where it's like, okay, you're clearly on something. Right.
No, pause it, bitch.
Yeah, it always just like auto starts when you click it.
Yeah.
Kind of annoying, but
Okay, let's see here.
It's still better than
I mean, I managed to get it fast enough. Yeah, no, the Discord streaming thing and then me randomly disconnecting and stuff like that. That was not ideal.
Yeah, watch together is just better overall.
All right.
Yes, chat. We will. I guess we'll get right into it. Pull up the watch.
Right
together.
into the news.
Oh, wrong thing. It's supposed to. Why is it not correct?
He's almost got it, chat.
Well, it's not. I'm confused.
Clicking play?
It's not It's not even giving me the option for the right window. There we go. Now I got it.
Okay, cool. I will let you click play.
With Apartments versus Bonnie Morris. Bonnie Morris is present in the courtroom and coming forward. And you have your representative on, Miss Casper, for Ridgewood.
I'm here, Joanna Asher.
Thank you, Miss Asher. All right. So, Miss Morris.
Joanna, why don't you have a camera?
Right, so this
is the
relates
question.
to the property at 79.
Oh, there she is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There is allegations of material violations of the lease. So I'll just start by asking, are you trying to move out on your own at this time?
No.
All right, so I'll go ahead and start with some testimony.
No.
Okay.
And understanding that, Ms. Casper, that there's no standard agreement offer available at this time, or is there?
I didn't understand that.
I said Ms. Casper.
Okay.
Okay.
Joanna, are you?
Just as a fair warning, you're gonna hear that a lot.
Are you okay? That's fair.
I was asking
I'm
her.
interested because I'm noticing everybody in here is muted.
Yes.
Are you acceptable, willing to accept the standard agreement to move or vacate only? I recommend it.
Yes, the 7-day, yes, ma'am.
Okay, but I just want, but let me fully explain this to Ms. Morris. I'm not sure, I don't think she wants to take the offer, but I still want to make sure she understands. All right, so Ms. Morris, there's an allegation relating to 79 that is not about failure to pay rent. This is where they're alleging that there is a violation of the lease, material noncompliance, breach of the lease for disturbing the peaceful and quiet enjoyment of the property, harassing management, threatening behavior, smearing dog feces on porches and walkways, entering other resident spaces. Those are the, listen to me.
I've heard these before.
Well, that's the first time you've heard them from me.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So those are the allegations. I can take.
This is something that gets me, and this is something
Wow.
that happened in a lot of the court cases I watched this last week, of just people that are like, no, judge, I've heard this before. And the judge is like, I don't care
it
that you've
doesn't
heard
matter.
it before.
Yeah, I have to say this for the record, motherfucker.
Yeah, and they're like, I don't
You're
care
gonna
if
hear
you've
it
heard it
again,
before.
and you're gonna hear it from me. I don't know what to tell you.
And they just like try and fight with them over it. It's like, just, it's the judge. Why are you trying to tank your case? You just got in
I don't
here.
understand why anybody feels that they can just interrupt the judge or interject or like try and say, like, there's a whole process for even talking to the judge. Like, for even saying anything. May I speak? May I fucking, Your Honor, I have something to say. Or better yet, wait for the judge to finish saying what they're saying, because they'll look at you and they'll tell you when it's time to speak.
And what gets me more with the ones I've been watching recently is it's not just that they'll interrupt the judge once. It's they'll continuously do it after the judge has already reprimanded them the first time.
And that ends up becoming an issue for me and a criticism to me of the judge.
Yeah.
Too many judges are too worried about their behavior or their hard-handedness ending up being the reason for appeal. Look, the fact of the matter is you're going to be appealed on everything, whether it's a rational decision or not, it's fine. But honestly, you should not let somebody control your courtroom by continuously and repeatedly interrupting you, even though you have warned them to stop. Like, after 2 or 3 warnings, I'm sorry, now I'm looking at contempt, now I'm looking at other things. Now I'm looking at using the law to punish you because clearly just speaking you like a person isn't working.
Yeah.
Interrupting the judge and other things to get a contempt charge. Great book name.
Testimony regarding those allegations. If I find the testimony that has sufficient evidence, I'll take testimony from you as well. You can cross-examine. But if in the end, if I find that this is validated, then I will enter an eviction judgment. And that will give you 7 days to move out.
Stop with him.
If I find that it
Oh,
isn't validated,
Jesus.
the case can be dismissed.
Don't you love it?
But at this time, because you guys are not,
I didn't hear you.
at this time, I haven't finished.
I can't hear you very well.
Well, would you like a hearing device?
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you.
you're welcome. All right, can you hear me a little bit better now?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and I'll still try to keep. So, one of the options is to have your hearing.
Okay, look, I will give her
The
this.
other option is that you also.
Okay, really?
Can.
There we go. Oh my God.
Same time.
So, yeah, no, it's just the same thing. I switched to the screen and then I hit spacebar thinking it would just work. It didn't. It's fine. I will say, Judge Tanisha here, being on, she could have just went off on her about, I can't hear you. Do you need a hearing advice? Okay, here you go. Can you hear me now? Okay, going from, look, at this point from here, any more I didn't hear you, honestly, should be looked at as just like them being malicious. They stated the problem. You actually facilitated for them a hearing device. Any more I didn't hear that, I swear I'm gonna get mad.
Agree to move out on your own since this relationship may have soiled, but that's probably not the right word.
It is.
But
Oh, my chat just said, Greg, put away your phone. Greg is listening to. Oh wait, no, is he not? Oh, he's talking on the phone. Oh my God, in court. Okay, yeah, don't do that. Look, the judge probably doesn't notice it yet, but like, no, even on Zoom court, you shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah.
The case can be dismissed with no eviction judgment, but that option does only give you 1 week to move
we're in
out.
court. Hold on.
By November 24th
There
at
we go.
11 a.m. The case gets dismissed with no eviction judgment, but if they're waiving the right to have the hearing, you would waive the right to assert any of your defenses, your right to trial, and your right to appeal if you accept a standard agreement to move out only. So I just want you to understand all your options on the table. So knowing their options today, what would you like to do? Have your hearing today or accept a standard agreement to move?
Well, I have lots of documentation and many photos of what has happened to me while I've been there.
This is going to be strictly about these allegations only.
Thank you.
That is why they're
loving this
asserting
judge.
a material lease violation. I will keep it narrow to what they are asserting as an alleged breach. That means they want the alleged breach, and if I find that evidence, then you could be subjected to the eviction judgment with 7 days to move. That's what I'm saying.
I understand that.
Okay.
I am on Section 8, and I have been for 18 years.
That's a long time. Okay.
I have a perfect record. I'm in good standing with.
Am I here?
Or what? Oh yeah, you
Nope.
disappeared.
All my stuff just went off. Hold on. I'll be right back.
Hey, let me check and make sure. Yep, still up on my end. Sometimes it crashes on my end, chat, and I don't even notice. But don't worry, chat. This video will get very interesting. I mean, it's already kind of interesting, but it's gonna get very interesting. Because this old lady does not know when to stop. Then again, a lot of people that represent themselves really don't seem to know when to stop. Not Lawtism without an A of a technical issue. But guys, did you see that Pal World had a new update? Very exciting stuff. They're working on the building right now. Not too much else going on, though. I know Arc Raiders had an update. So that's fun. Also, I don't know if you guys saw this, but people did some reading, some finagling. And they have discovered that Arc Raiders has aggression-based matchmaking. So more aggressive players... What? Hi.
Oh, okay, sorry, I just got back.
Oh, welcome back. I was just talking about some of the stuff that's been updated recently, so, you know, we have something to talk about with chat while you're gone.
Gotcha.
But it came out that
here?
Arc Raiders has what people are calling aggression-based matchmaking. And basically, if you're a player that shoots on sight other players, you get put into lobbies with other players that do that. And if you historically, like, don't really attack people, you'll get put into lobbies with other people that don't really attack people.
I actually kind of love that. That's a very good matchmaking system.
Yeah, and it's why, because it was confusing people, because the community was sort of split, where it had people that are like, no, the game's an absolute hellhole. I get into a match, and I'm just, like, constantly being attacked. And then other people are like, no, I get into a match, and everybody's super friendly and nice, and, like, nothing bad ever happens.
Yeah, you just have to get into the algorithm, and then the matchmaking will send you into like your preferred playstyle, basically.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, honestly. I've been looking at Arc Raiders really hard, more so than I was. Like, I almost bought Helldivers 2, ended up not doing it. I might actually give Arc Raiders a try.
Yeah, everybody seems to be giving it a shot. I know Akko has it now, Lumi has it, Temp has it. Does this type of player splitting thing work, though? I mean, so far it seems to work. I think now that people know it exists, though, there may be, like, some growing pains with people, like, smurfing themselves down into no-kill lobbies just to start killing a bunch of people.
Oh, and just to start slaughtering.
Yeah, but, like, so far from what they've kind of picked up on is it's very easy to get kicked out of no-kill lobbies. It's very difficult to get back into them.
Yeah, good. Yeah, because I could totally see, someone just being a dick like that.
Yeah. The guy that did the test on, he did like 250 hours on 2 completely separate accounts. The estimate he ended up coming up with was it takes about 2 rounds of literally shooting anybody at all, and you get put into kill lobbies. But it takes like 10 or more games of not shooting anyone ever in order to get out of it. So I'm not even sure the smurfing would be worth it.
I mean, it's definitely a unique and interesting matchmaking system. I can't say I've ever heard of one like that before.
Yeah, I think it works pretty good, specifically for extraction shooter that has like PvE elements. Because that was my big concern when playing it.
Yeah, that's the big thing. Is like you either choose PvP or PvE, right? But they're like, no, it's PvP's always on. But if you choose not to be an asshole, we'll put you with other people who aren't assholes.
Exactly. So I really need to start playing it a bit more. But I'm probably gonna have to fix my matchmaking. Because I just assumed you were defaulted into everybody was killing everybody, so mine's probably shit right now. Oh, so you've been
doing that a lot, huh?
Yeah. Not because I wanted to, because I felt like I had to. But now that I know this exists, I'll probably
choose this puddle, guys.
Yeah. So now that I know this, I'm probably gonna fix my matchmaking because I really don't enjoy the shoot on sight mentality.
That's kind of my issue with a lot of multiplayer games, especially some of the games that I'll play. Like, I played Rust, I played DayZ. I played games where, like, yes, if people weren't trigger-happy fucktards, it would be a lot of fun to have. But the issue is finding people who aren't trigger-happy fucktards.
God, Rust is so bad about that.
Yeah, Rust and DayZ both.
Leaves you with your tweet that's not hard to think why you thought that. Which tweet? I've made a lot of tweets.
Yeah, he out here tweeting, chat.
It's all I know how to do. Eat hot chip and lie.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am on Section 8, and I have been for 18 years.
That's a long time. Okay.
I have a perfect record. I'm in good standing with them. Can I finish?
Oh, no.
And I've never been late on anything in my life.
And they're not saying you're late.
I realize that. But she
then
has
why would you say
me constantly.
We'll set it for a hearing at this time. It will take too much time. I can already tell. So, Miss Casper,
I can already tell. I love this judge.
Do I?
No, Miss Casper first. And then I'll ask you.
Who are you talking to? Her?
Yeah, Miss Casper. That's why I tried to. So, Miss Casper is the attorney for Ridgewood Apartments.
Yes, I know that.
Okay. So, Miss Casper, do you have 1 o'clock available for a hearing?
This old lady does not know when to shut up.
On the 24th, Your Honor?
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Yes, I can make it happen.
Now, Miss Morris, could you come back on next Monday at 1 o'clock for
Yes,
a
ma'am.
hearing.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. At that time, because I think this will take more time than I can really give it right now to give it due justice.
Yes, sure.
You have a lot of documents.
She's
You come
organizing
back
it
in
very well.
person November 24th at 1 o'clock. I'll swear everybody in. We'll have a hearing, and we'll see how it goes from there.
Okay.
Understand that at the end of the hearing, if I find sufficient testimony that related to these specific alleged lease violations, I will enter an eviction judgment, giving you 7 days to move out. If I don't find sufficient evidence or testimony, then the case would be dismissed because they haven't proven their case.
Can I?
And those are, yes, ma'am. But I'm not going to get into the hearing today.
I understand.
Because it will take a little more time.
I understand.
But go ahead, Ms. Morris.
Will I be able to present my evidence?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, at the hearing.
At the hearing on Monday at 1 o'clock.
I will be there.
Okay. You've already stated that you are a Section 8 recipient. I highly urge you to contact the Legal Aid Society.
I've already done that.
Yeah, that's what she's gonna need to do.
Well,
okay.
okay.
Oh my
This has
god.
already been dismissed.
Wait, what
No,
chat?
it
What do you
hasn't. We're
mean
here. What the
stream
fuck?
died? Stream's still fine on my end. What are you guys talking about? I think chat's trying to
let me
mess
take
with
mine.
me.
Hold on, let me check mine real quick. Because I know mine was being a little wackadoo.
Chat, you can't mess with me like that because my stream actually does die all the time.
Chat disabled for this last stream. What the fuck? Oh no, okay.
What did you do?
That was out part. No, I'm good. I had it wrong. Okay, it says it says stream finished. What the hell? Oh no, okay. And now we're live. What in the fuck, YouTube?
Oh my god.
Okay, we're fine. Let me check you on my end.
Thank you for the Dojin character.
Dojin character?
It's one of my blurps. Oh
no,
my
you're
god,
live.
I'm
You're
a
fine.
Dojin character now.
I would love to be a Dojin character.
It's from a very safe for work Pokemon video.
Okay, still.
Quote unquote
Okay,
safe
yeah,
for
no,
work.
you're good. You are good.
Oh yeah, that's what I thought.
It doesn't. Every new case deserves new attention.
Okay. Well,
And if I'm telling you now, also, I find it interesting that Legal Aid Society is not assisting you for I don't know the reasons. It could be lots of reasons, and I'm not going to speculate, okay?
yes, ma'am.
But let's just be ready on Monday to present your evidence.
Okay.
And then I'll hear their evidence, and then it will be for me to decide.
Okay.
That's all. Monday at 1 o'clock.
I'll be here.
Thank you.
Earphones.
Earphone.
Oh my god, my DM and a player in my
Thank you.
D&D session are in chat.
Yep. Okay. Go. Will you hand me my screen box?
It's always a fun start to the video.
Now go.
So we're on record in the Ridgewood apartment owners versus Bonnie Morris.
Oh,
I'll go
this
ahead and
was
swear
not
everybody
long
in so
ago.
we
This
can
is
get
less than
that
a month
part.
ago.
This is on for forcible detainer complaint. And so I believe it was a violation complaint. Correct. And so I'm going to first
there was a
hear,
lot.
testimony
Yeah.
and hear from the plaintiff in this matter. Of course, pay attention, focus along, be ready to ask any cross-examining questions you may want to, Ms. Morris, okay? Okay.
Joanna, the first thing I'm going to hand you is a document. Can you tell me if you're familiar with that and what it looks like?
Yes, this is our lease agreement signed by Bonnie as well as myself on April the 17th.
Okay. And I'm going to ask you to flip to the back. Can you read the first sentence of 39?
Community policies and rules. Resident, occupant, and their guests shall comply with all policy and rules now or hereafter promulgating.
That's good. Promulgate it. And then read the first a couple lines of paragraph 40.
Resident shall cause all occupants, any guests, to show consideration for neighbors and not interfere with, disturb, or threaten.
Also, really quick, thank you for the 2 Nerdy Text and Accountant. Are you a Dojin character with Atari? That is private information. You have to pay extra for that, and $2 is not enough.
Yeah, that's the yeah.
The rights, comfort, health, safety, convenience, quiet enjoyment, and use of the community by the leaseor.
And can you skip down a couple lines to where it says item number 2? It's got the 2 little eyes.
Not engage in abusive, threatening, or harassing conduct toward leaseor or its employees, agents, or representatives.
Okay. And this is the lease you guys use in your standard course of business that you have residents
Correct.
sign on a regular basis. Your Honor, I'd like to enter that as our Exhibit A if we can.
Any objection? It's a lease agreement.
No.
Okay. Thank you. I just want to be fully informed. Okay, thank you so much.
The next packet I'm going to hand you. Can you explain to the court what these were? Are these are photographs?
Yes, these are photographs I've taken.
For those wondering, that's audio feedback. The microphones in most courtrooms are pretty bad, so we're just gonna have to deal with it. Some of my chat are noticing the whistling.
Yeah, no, that's just a
where
thing.
Bernie has hung dog waste on my office door.
Okay. Just do you remember when you took those? Or just it was over a course of a day?
Yes, there's at least 9 of these, but there was other.
At
photos
least
that I
9?
didn't,
What the
you know,
fuck?
take or whatever, but if I leave
Don't worry,
my
Ava,
office
it's gonna
door
get so much
open,
better.
She throws them.
She got Amber
So,
Hearded.
these are pictures you took. You took them with your phone.
I did.
Okay. And with that, Your Honor, I'd like to enter these as Exhibit B. They're just various photos.
A series of photos being proffered as Exhibit B.
I just want you guys to know, chat, I genuinely believe you're gonna love, like, this old woman's explanation for everything. I about died
Oh,
laughing.
she has one.
Yeah, she has a very good explanation.
What? Okay, look. Here's like a few things immediately. And again, I know she's going pro se. She's defending herself pro se. She's probably not going to think of any of these things, right? But one, the terms of the lease agreement, being like contributing to the peace and well-being and and not being disruptive to residents and stuff like that. You need to define what disruptive is and stuff like that. First of all, second of all, I am very sorry that you have poop smeared all over your door, but how can you be so sure that it was me who've done these violations?
Thank you, Artemis, for the 5.
That would be...
Has Ava received her breeding collar yet? Andrew said breeding elves was a government mandate now.
I have not.
I guess Andrew will send it to you in the mail.
Yeah, I guess so.
Good
I didn't
luck.
know he was any government official for that.
Well,
he's
he's
just
just
handing out
reporting on the
breeding
government
visas, huh?
mandates.
Yeah, you're right.
Thank you for the wow.
And again, is that her custodial review? Is that do you have a courtesy copy for her?
I got a copy.
All right, so that's any objection, Miss Morris?
Yes.
I guess not.
Okay, so
right.
entered, but again, we'll follow along with these. This is collective
That was, I
Exhibit
guess,
B.
not, but
Yes.
like she said it like, I know I'm fucked. Like straight up.
Joanne, what the first picture, can you tell us what that purports to be?
She had actually left me a letter attached to one of the dog wastes. As long as Joe and Faith continue to leave their dog poop displayed on their door stoop, I will continue to bring it to you.
Okay.
I think it was dated 9/8.
Wait a minute.
She left them a note saying it was her, and she's like, it's me, and this is why I'm doing this.
Okay, so, a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it plays off her.
All right, and so obviously this tenant has an issue. We just kind of frame it quickly for the court. What's the nature of the problem? Where's this, where's the dog waste coming from? How's it getting from wherever it's being?
Initially, she was arguing with the residents that are catacornered to her. They actually ended up picking up dog waste. I believe Bonnie has been taking it out of the urn that's on their porch.
So what's their position? So the dog uses.
Why do they have
bathroom,
an
they pick
urn
it up,
of
what do
dog
they do with
poop?
it?
What?
They put
Do you
it
guys have
in
a proper disposal system? Like, clearly you allow pets, right?
Yeah.
But you're telling me that another one of your tenants keeps their dog poop in an urn that this other tenant is accessing. What is happening?
I know, right? We're only on the top of the hill right now.
Like, holy shit. No, we've just started climbing the hill. We are nowhere near the plateau.
On their patio.
No. You'll have the full opportunity
Okay.
to cross-examine. But
Understand.
please, but remember, just don't interrupt us. You might want to write your notes down on where you want to cross-examine. Thank you.
Okay. So if you flip
'Cause
through
she's so nice.
your packet there of the pictures, so is it your testimony that each one of these bags has been taken by the tenant off of the neighbor's patio
Patio, yes.
and moved around and put on?
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
All right. That's all the questions I have for those documents.
I've had chatters who had us on the background, and that claim, especially with the poop urn, they're like, I had to stop playing my game because this baffles me.
Yeah, it throws you off when you hear it and you're like, you're doing what?
Yeah, no, like, look, the fact that she's, in any position where she can just obtain dog poop is weird enough. But you telling me that it's from your other tenant's urn where they keep all their dog poop is fucking wild.
And you hear and it's like,
next
you
group,
what?
You can just lay it aside in case Bonnie has questions. Do you recognize this letter and the documents behind it that I'm showing?
Yes.
Okay, what is the first document?
It's a 14-day notice, lease violation.
And what date did you send that?
This one is June 25th.
Okay, and what are the other
Okay,
things
so
that
it's
are
been
tied to
like,
letter?
this violation happened 6 months ago, and they pretty much wanted her out then.
Yeah.
Gave her a 2-week notice to vacate, citing, violations of the lease agreement. But that means that she's been fighting this for 6 months. It is kind of amazing to me how a tenant who is quite literally, like, blatantly in the wrong, right, can just hold on and stay in the house for months, if not sometimes years at a time, with the freaking landlord actively trying to remove them from the premises.
Yeah. Like, she's just sat here and been like, I'm not leaving. And they have to deal with it the whole time.
Okay. It's insane. I mean, at least she's still paying rent, right? Because she is still paying rent. None of this has anything to do with unpaid rent. And again, trust me, as part of the hearing, they would tack it on if, like, at the notice of vacate, she stopped paying rent, right? Okay, because now it's violations of the lease agreement and unpaid rent. But they said that rent has been paid on time every month.
Well,
now,
they mentioned she's on Section 8.
Yeah, she's on Section 8, right. But here's part of the issue with that. Every month that she pays when they want her out, them accepting that rent, it goes against the fact that you want them out. If you want them out truly and you want them evicted appropriately, you do not accept the offered rent money. You go, no, use this to move out. You have to get out of here.
Yeah.
Because the second day, paying for 30 days, guess what? Regardless of you wanting me out in 14 days, I just paid you for 30 again and again and again for 6 months. Clearly, you don't want me out that badly.
Yeah.
Specifically, but
She's got various lease violations, dated all the way from 5/30 all the way up to.
Okay, all the way to
and
May.
these were made in the regular course of business. This is just part of what you do.
Yes, they're all done by me.
Okay. And with that, Your Honor, I'd like to submit these documents.
Any objection to these notices? Ms. Morris, any objection to these
The
notices?
landlords aren't allowed to. Okay, so this is a good question from my chat. Cerberus just asked, what if the landlords cut off utilities? Title I utilities can't be cut off. That's electricity and water, unless you don't pay them.
Yeah.
But if you are trying to get a tenant out, you can't just cut off their water and their utilities. That's considered a violation.
Okay, we can get into the substance of them. I'm not, when you cross them, but do you have an objection to them being tendered as evidence? That's all.
Well, can't she do what she wants?
Who?
Joanna.
Miss Asher is she's testifying about them.
Okay.
So she can testify about them, but technically I should ask if you have any objection to the entry of the letters as evidence. Again,
I don't know what you're saying.
okay. So this is the thing. They're being offered as evidence.
From her. Okay.
Yes.
Her attorney has proffered them as evidence that they will use for their case.
Okay.
And so as long as, and it's simple, I don't expect you to have an objection. They've been.
No,
It is weird that the advocacy group that's supposed to help represent Section 8 tenants is refusing to represent her in this manner.
Yes.
And it's very, because this would make her not having a representative is just going to go so much slower. I don't expect her to know what the judge is saying, because you need to know the law to know what's being said.
Exactly.
Okay. Thank you so much. All right. So this is collected Exhibit C.
Okay. This is the 14-day letter that's in front of you. What does I guess that's the third paragraph. What does it say?
Harassing conduct toward management, verbal attacks, threatening behavior, refusing to leave the office when asked, harassing other residents, smearing dog feces on porches and walkways, and entering other residents' leased space uninvited.
Would that entering the lease space uninvited, would that include the neighbor's patio area?
Yes.
Okay. Have the police ever been called regarding these incidents?
Yes.
And what was the result of that?
Just a good conversation. They usually try to calm Bonnie down and have
Was
her.
she ever arrested?
Yes.
Your Honor, can I ask?
Sorry,
Court a
Dr. Guilt,
question?
that you're having
Sure.
issues.
Can you take judicial notice of CourtNet, like of arrests? Citations that have been filed?
What in the world?
I can
There we go.
or will I? If you wanted to tender that in a document that you've already printed out the CourtNet and she knows specifically about it.
Well, she can, I think, yes, I have it printed out, but do you want to look at it?
No, I just think if you're asking her questions, then I'll go from there whether or not, but I don't think I want to.
She's listed as a victim one in the police report.
Correct.
So I thought I could ask her questions about it, but.
I think that, and again, and for purposes of whether or not I need to use that, I mean, I could take judicial notice that there is a criminal activity pending. It'll be the same questioning that you would probably ask her about it. I understand that just might bolster the veracity of her testimony.
Yes, ma'am.
But I'll handle that. But I think I understand. I would not question that if you have, as an officer of the court, if you have the printout of a CourtNet relates to citation that you're going to get testimony from your representative about.
But if you wanted to copy out,
and
you can have.
I think, thank you.
So what I wanted to question you about, Joanne, was the night that she was arrested. Just briefly say what happened.
So the arrest and police involvement is very important here, because a lot of their claims, while obviously they can be lease violations, there needs to be a lot obtained by the landlords to prove that, this old lady was using abusive language, was smearing poop on the wall, was doing these things. The fact that you have a police report and an arrest record in the affirmative of these actions being taken, you no longer have to necessarily prove that this lady was doing this in order to actually cite for, lease violation.
Yeah, and this whole thing is wild, by the way. It's just...
Yeah, no, I'm still I don't know how, I don't know, is even with her and what we've seen from her, she seems just like an old lady, maybe a little bit, screws are a little loose from age and stuff, but that she doesn't seem like somebody who would smear feces over the porch and walls of people's, apartments. It doesn't feel like that's what is going on. But again, she hasn't talked yet, so
Yeah.
That
There's
would
time.
have been the night that I don't know.
Oh no, hold on. So, my chat's informing me of something, and you know what? This is something I've noticed as well, because I noticed a few subscribers I went down, and I thought, oh, maybe people just don't like me. But, Death the Goat and Medieval, as well as a few people in my chat, go ahead and check to see if you're subscribed to me and Mizu. Apparently, YouTube has started unsubscribing people from me.
What?
So that's fun to hear. Yep. I have more than one chatter mentioning they just checked and and they're no longer subscribed to me when I was subscribed.
Oh, that's
yeah, so something's going on.
Yeah, Chad, always check for that
cool.
stuff.
Yeah, I know it happens every once in a while, and, whatever reason it happens, whatever, but you guys got it.
Going on in the community, she was in an argument, and
You live on property, is
I
that
do,
correct?
yes,
Okay.
I'm right next door to my office. The police were called, and like I said, they thought they had her calmed down inside of her apartment, but she came back out, and she came to my door and was banging on my door. I called my maintenance tech that also lives on the property, and he came out. I don't know if Bonnie realized that the policeman was still there. And when she walked over to talk to Chad, my maintenance tech, she shoved him. And that's the night she got arrested.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because she'd be arrested for battery.
In this report I'm looking at, it says that she, and this is in quotations, I'm going to punch your teeth in. Is that?
She didn't say that to me. She said that to another resident.
Okay. And it's also in quotations that she was going to shove poop down your throat. Is that?
Yes.
Yo, what in the fuck?
Can we clarify who she said what to and what she heard?
Yeah,
The
let's...
first was victim, identified as victim number 4, Jennifer Luby, I'm assuming is a resident.
Correct.
So that was the punch you in the teeth comment.
Correct.
And then the other one looks like it was off to victim number 2, who is identified as Joseph Rock.
Correct.
Okay, thank you for clarity of the court. Just want to follow along with the testimony.
Was there any physical altercation? Did she throw anything, or did anybody get hit or shoved?
To my knowledge, she's
Thank you for being subbed for 4 months, Bandog.
Property.
What do you know of it? Tell me what you know about that.
Joe, she slapped. He's the one that she argues with about the
Artemis
dog waste.
recused his plot twist. It was her poop.
Letter. Okay.
No.
She
Yeah.
slapped him, and then Jennifer, she got into it with her because Jennifer records her, and she slapped her.
How many times would you estimate, if you can, would you estimate the police have been called for this one resident?
Some of the folks, and I don't always see it because I'm in the front, they're in the back, but some of my residents have told me it's been like 28 times.
Okay. And she moved in April?
She did.
April of what year?
Wow, that's pretty
April
bad.
Of what year?
Oh, I'm sorry, 2025.
Thank you.
I think that's all the questions I have, Your Honor.
All right. So, Ms. Morris, this is your opportunity to cross-examine Ms. Asher.
I can ask her questions?
Yeah, you ask it in a way.
Thank you for becoming a house Carl, R13
Cerberus. Your testimonial evidence.
Is that what you call
from
them?
Ms. Morris relating to these allegations that you've had these lease
Yeah,
violations,
so,
and that's why they're trying to.
I have tiers, and they're based off of Skyrim. The
fair.
first tier is House Carl, the second tier is Thane, and the third tier is Jarl.
Oh, fair.
Understand.
Okay.
I'm
haven't
sworn to
hit
carry your
anybody
burdens.
or shoved anybody.
So, and again, it's like you
I
want to
love
ask her in the form of a question. And I will give you an opportunity at the end to kind of give your own testimony and
Okay.
kind of like summary.
Okay.
Okay. So if you have any questions, this is when you ask Miss Asher
Okay.
Yeah, you're on
in the form
cross.
of a question.
Did you know about the incident on July 24th, which was when I cut the stuff down and Joe threw it all back on my porch? Did you know about that? I told you about it.
I'm sure. Yeah, it was, you cut some weeds down or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I went inside to change my shoes, and I came back
Oh,
out.
you're testifying.
And there's
Okay,
a
well, I
sidewalk
mean,
that runs between his building and my building. He was sitting at the end of the sidewalk with his phone propped up on his steering wheel. I walked down there and I asked him if he had thrown the stuff onto my apartment. He jerked the door open. He came out, and I was walking backwards, and he kept saying, "Hit me, hit me, hit me." I did not hit him. I reached over with my index finger, and I touched him on the nose, and I went back to my apartment.
You have a question
So you hit him.
related to that rendition?
yeah,
Did you know about that? Yes.
This judge is a peach. She has not been beaten down by years of retardation.
Yeah.
For her to listen to that whole testimony and go, so do you have anything in that in a form of a question?
Yeah.
Like, honestly, God tier judging. Now, I'm not joking. Like, look, there'll be a point where I imagine I'm like, okay, she's being too lenient now. But right now, she's honestly being a gem.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
but
contact is contact, chat.
Oh, this is a wild one.
Hit me,
Um,
and then you booped his nose. Whether or not it's a silly hit or not, it's still technically a hit.
Well, Judge, he said, they're saying I touched him, but, I just booped his snoot, Boop.
I booped his snoot. A little boop.
I just gave him a little boop, I didn't mean nothing
I
by
just gave
it.
him one of those little boopy whoopies.
I never
Oh,
admit
man.
that you touch somebody at all, like when there's a fight going on.
Yeah, no,
Just be like, "Nah, I
especially
didn't
if
touch
it's an
him."
accusation. In your defense, no, I didn't hit him. I just booped his nose. Okay, so you hit him.
Whacked him on the schnoz a little bit,
You know, I had my newspaper. I rolled it up and a little boop. I'm sorry. I thought this was America.
The day that I was told that you hit him,
By Jennifer.
several people.
Okay. There was nobody out there. And if Jennifer was out there, she was around the corner.
All right. So are you saying that, so I know you said, your question is, did anyone else see this incident?
Did anyone else see this incident?
Sorry. No, but thank you for the lead.
Yes.
Oh, who would that be?
There you go.
Tell her.
You tell me.
Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah.
Ella
Yeah, you
was
tell me.
standing
You don't
inside
tell
her
her.
living room window.
Who was?
She said Ella.
Who?
A lady named Ella. That's her answer. Yes.
I
That's her
look
answer
at,
to you.
dude. Oh my god, I do think she has some kind of hearing issue, but it's just hilarious how who the fuck we talking about? Like, she's just lost all sense of self in just a moment. Where am I? Whose kidneys are these?
So now you can ask her an additional question,
Okay.
or you can, yeah.
Has Ella been to you and complained about me?
Yes.
Over what?
You were on her patio one night banging on door to window. She actually recorded you demanding, it was late at night, demanding that she give you your things back.
Right. That did happen.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that happened.
Okay.
This is so fucking wild.
I want to know what this vandalism charge
Vandalism.
is.
Oh my god, that
I've
accent.
looked it up, and vandalism is when you destroy property. Do you have, what have I destroyed?
That's not you. Well,
Who said anything about vandalism?
Right.
It's in there. Yes.
it's in there. No,
she
it's
did
in
my
there.
door. I have a photo of it where she bam, 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 and it's got a dent or my painting. Yes.
Okay, so that's part
Okay,
of it. But I
that's
do think-
look. She knocked on my door and chipped the paint. That's vandalism. Not really.
You're stretching
Look,
that
you
one
have
a bit.
more than enough here. Yeah. You have more than enough to get her evicted. You don't need to go stretching the truth.
Yeah.
She banged on my door and it chipped my fate. Well, fuck off. Repaint it. I don't know. There's no actual damage to the fucking property. Come on.
Even then, a lot of times courts will be like, okay, well, we want you to, like, give us some testimony that she knocked in a specific way that you would not expect somebody to knock on your door. Not just that she knocked on the door,
honestly,
but that you did something specific.
if you're making an accusation of vandalism, it's very easy to take a picture of the vandalized property. But as far as I'm aware, you didn't take any pictures of the damage of your door. You had enough with the smeared dog feces and the other things.
Yeah.
That's kind of my thing. Is like, look, you don't have to gild the lily. If you have a win, take the W.
Yeah. And like, it's a fucking door. How much are you realistically gonna get out of that?
Yeah, oh my god, that was 15 cents in paint.
Yeah.
Some other things that relate to also the allegations as they're enumerated on the lease.
I've been arrested twice.
Okay, so this is the other thing.
Don't say that in court.
I've been arrested twice.
Questions. You have a right to remain silent as to any allegations related to criminal activity and to protect yourself on that. And again, also...
Oh my god, oh, Jesus Christ. The judge is literally reminding this person of their rights because they are so unaware of them.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you have a Fifth Amendment right not to incriminate yourself during testimony. You know that, right? This is a civil fiction procedure.
Yeah, you don't have to tell me you committed crime.
This is this is not going well for you.
Testimony that you want to give. Again, we're going to ask that in summary related to the violations in the lease. And so again, just be cognizant of your admissions on the record.
I'm not sure I understand what you're saying.
I think I've said it kind of clearly for the record.
Oh man.
I love it. Like, look, I've tried to say it as best I can as a judge.
I love the graphic, by the way. The bailiff is, it looks like the bailiff is literally saying this, and I swear to God he's thinking it. Look, all I'm saying is, maybe for this court, and in general court, it's Kentucky, okay. But in general, especially for these kind of litigants, I would almost have a graphic or a printout on like how a trial or a hearing is going to go and show them like, you are here. This is a process, and this is when you get to tell me your story, you know? Because a lot of these people, they just don't understand, you know, there's a process, and in order to do this and you just want to get immediately to testifying, you have to wait for that.
Exactly. I have the right to remain silent, but I do not have the ability.
Yeah.
And again, just doing my due diligence that this is evictions court. So we're only here about possession of the property and whether or not they meet the grounds for the violations that they allege. They did open the door to some criminal activity complaint. You can ask questions kind of in the purview of what they've already put on the record.
But don't admit to it, please.
Hear about, you know, other possible criminal activity that won't be relevant.
It's gonna color the judge's opinion.
Understand that
the judge is quite literally warning her, hey, when you tell me that you've been arrested multiple times for this civil action, I'm going to kind of naturally gravitate towards the side of the landlord in this case.
Yeah.
So please, if you don't want to prejudice yourself against me, don't fucking go talking about your arrest.
Like, you're sitting here telling me that you've done these crimes, and then you...
Yeah, which, again, these crimes are what are alleged as the reasons and the breaches of the lease agreement that is getting you evicted. So, if you admit that, yes, these things happened, yes, I was arrested, while we're on the subject of your eviction, guess what? Guess who I'm siding with?
Like, what do you want me to do when you look me in the face and like, yeah, I did it?
put that into the record. as opposed to,
Yeah,
because
there's a term that comes to mind. C.R. Bruce Rivers coined it. Stop self-snitching people.
Yeah.
not the criminal court action, and you don't want, and I want to save you from potentially any incrimination.
I've been assaulted twice on the property.
So you can ask again. They are now bringing a case against you.
Did you know, Joe? Did you know that Joe pushed me down onto the concrete?
Vince, yeah. Oh, she's trying so hard. That's irrelevant to this proceeding.
Oh, one sec. I got disconnected.
There we go, paused it. Yeah, YouTube and Discord and shit, it's not liking us right now.
Yeah, I'm refreshing it. It's I'm very confused.
Give it a bit.
One sec, chat. I'm gonna close the window because I might have to fully re-enter the room.
Relevant.
There we go. Pull the window back up. Yep, we're good.
All right, I'll let you resume.
Got you.
Relevant to this particular case.
What about the man that came out of your apartment and beat me up?
Didn't happen.
Okay, well,
That's her answer.
thank you.
I have
Now this.
I'm sorry, what?
She said, what about the
Who is
man that
this
came
man?
in your department?
The man, yeah, I love that there's just like an unnamed man that just comes out of apartments to beat people up. That never happened. Also, I love this guy. He said he has to be related to somebody, but he's so interested. Like, I've been watching him so engrossed. Like, he's watching them, he's watching them. He's like, man, this is just good shit.
This is cinema.
I have photographs.
You'll have to make sure
I
that you're
have
ready to link
photograph.
them to whether or not that survives. That's going to be enough to say the allegations they have brought about what they allege you have done.
They meaning her, or what the neighbors have done?
Yeah.
No. So this case is the apartment complex, or like the apartment complex versus you in an eviction case.
I understand.
So they have to prove to the court that you have violated the
They have to prove to the court that you've done the things that you've admitted to in court.
Yeah,
they
like
try to have a slam dunk here.
Yeah.
Violated. Well,
the judge is just sitting here trying to explain to her, like, look, I understand that you think you have all these claims against all these other people. The people sitting in front of me right now are not all those other people. So she's doing like the classic what about it lay. It's like, well, I saw Donnie take a cookie from the cookie jar, which is why it should be fine that I took a cookie from the cookie jar. That's what she's doing, not understanding that that's not how the law works. Yeah, and the judge is sitting here like, well, this person isn't Donnie.
Yeah, this person isn't Donnie, and whether or not Donnie came out and pushed you on the ground is completely irrelevant to the fact that you smeared feces on everybody's shit and they're being evicted right now. Like, that's kind of like laying waste heap in line with the facts of the case, you know? You can bring your own cause of action against these people who have harmed you so. But right now, we're on the subject of your eviction.
It's just fucking wild that she left them a note that said, yeah, I did it.
Yeah, I did it, and this is why.
And I'll do it again.
And it's literally like if they're like, yeah, I did it, and it's like they just give them a letter, but it's the goofy, I'll fucking do it again, and it's signed.
Yeah.
According to the sections that they have presented to the court, that your alleged behavior is in violation. And
oh, sorry, it messed up the sound too.
Notices.
I know the sound's fine.
That you continue to act accordingly. And then based on that and based on any questions you say that negate that or refute that or say these allegations.
What was the word you used? Rebuke or rebuke?
Refute. That you refute.
Okay, because Jennifer used the word rebuked.
Rebut is another way, but basically you're gonna say I deny these allegations based on XYZ. And I need proof, and that could be either your testimony, you have proof, because in the end, I'm the judge that's going to weigh both of your evidence, whether it's by testimony or by documentation, or in a blend.
Well, the night that the man beat me up, EMS came and so did the police, and they took pictures.
So I'm sorry.
Objection.
So the objection is that is not relevant. Listen, Ms. Morris, and I do. I think you've heard. We all try to give leeway when we sit here, but it's not relevant to the line of questioning that Ms. Casper, the attorney, has already elicited from Ms. Asher. So when she objects that it's not relevant to what they need to prove in an eviction case, I agree with her, and so I
sustain the objection, and you have to ask a different question.
Or you may, in fact, you may have been assaulted, but it's
Twice.
just not right. And I'm not
Twice.
saying I'm not here to question that the question of harassment, whether or not you were assaulted. Okay, those will also be potential criminal activity.
Get it right.
But that's not what they're saying is the reason why they're asking.
So what is the
evict you.
reason? What is the reason for my eviction?
As that's a question to Ms. Asher. She may be able to give you another summary of it. So is that your question to Ms. Asher at this time?
Yes, I guess.
Okay. So the question on the floor is to Ms. Asher is why is Ms. Morris being evicted?
The disturbing, peaceful, quiet enjoyment of the property, harassing management, threatening behavior, smearing dog feces on porches and walkways.
That's the big
entering
one.
Other residents' spaces uninvited.
Did you know about the 20 bags of dog poop on his patio?
You can answer that. I don't think it's,
I'm gonna.
Yeah, here's what's funny. I can tell this judge might be a little bit new. She keeps trying to explain things to Miss Morris, but she's not explaining things differently. You could give me a subject, and I could try to explain that subject probably in 3 or 4 different ways, all with different levels of education and articulation involved, right? She's pretty much articulating at the judge/lawyer level every time with her. This is clearly not working.
Yeah.
And in light of that, when she asks a question like, do you know about the 20 pieces of dog poop on its porch, you don't get to just not answer. Either your attorney objects as to the relevance of the question, and the judge will rule on that. But if there's no objection, you have to answer the question.
Exactly.
First of all, when you're saying he, could you refer the court? Who is he?
Pardon me?
Who is he?
Joe.
Okay, so do you know that
Good old
there
Joe.
is 20 bags of dog poop on Joe's patio?
There was. This was early on.
Okay.
I picked up.
Okay.
You did what? You did what now?
I think it's going to objection. Technically, I do think it could be relevant because some of the testimony is
But
where
not
this
in her
dog.
favor. She's
I
arguing her
agree.
case.
I agree. You know, Ms. Casper, thank you. The court needs you to understand that when I'm already believing that you may say something that's not in your best interest.
The judge and the other attorney is trying to give her every fucking modicum of a hint that, hey, what you're about to say and testify to really is not in your best interest. And she just keeps going. I don't know what you would do.
I need to tell you about why I slathered dog poop all over her house.
I have to tell you and admit to why I'm being evicted. To the court. Okay, well, there you go. I find in favor of Miss Morris, ? Miss Morris, pack your things. Wait, what?
You don't understand, Your Honor. I had a reason I committed a crime.
And I have plenty of documentation about it.
Why don't, okay. Because I'm just gonna cut across the field a little bit. If you're here to tell me that, and again, let's just say speculation, that you knew this dog poop was on somebody's porch, you went onto that porch, and you're saying this is why this is in violation. Then certain admissions might come out that you, in fact, did go on somebody else's property in violation of the lease. In violation of the lease, and if that's one of the reasons
She's tried. So look, at this point, honestly,
but then I go back and
honestly, at this point, you need to find for the plaintiff.
And just at this point, let the lady bury herself.
You have pointed out so many different ways about how admitting to this is not a good thing. In fact, hurts her case, and she keeps doing it. She's interrupting you to do it.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm sorry. You can only help somebody who like understands that they need help, right? She does not understand that she needs help.
She thinks she's right. I think she did everything correctly.
Yeah, it smelled, so therefore I'm allowed to trespass on another person's property, take their dog poop, and smear it all over the oh my god, you freaking maniac.
Does that match up with one of the violations, entering other resident spaces when you're not allowed to because you're not maintenance, because that's not what you're tasked with? And then the evidence says that this is exactly where those bags come from, that's not in your favor.
I put them on his porch so he could see because she wouldn't address the issue.
Let me ask one other thing.
Okay.
Of Miss Casper, though. I know we could get to the end of this hearing. Is there any opportunity for Miss Morris to move?
Your Honor,
It might not be.
one thing I wanted to point out. Do you remember from
Really quick, because I had 2 super chats. Thank you, Baked Buddhist, for 10. She's the lawyer version of how I deal with annoying clients on the tarot hotline I work at. I spent 6.5 years and counting talking to women who haven't progressed past age 14. And
I'm sorry, did you say tarot hotline?
Yeah, tarot hotline.
Like tarot cards?
I guess. We might have to get more story on that later.
I didn't know there was a
Buddhist.
hotline for tarot. Yeah, that's interesting.
And Baked Buddhist for 5. Sometimes you need to be blunt and redirect to get back on track. I don't think that's going to work with this lady. I feel like we've been as blunt as we possibly can. They're being about as correct as they're allowed to. Look, the judge is supposed to be an unbiased finder of fact, and honestly, she's doing a lot of heavy lifting for Miss Morris here that she shouldn't be doing. Yeah. And even the opposition's attorney is like, yeah, no, this is fine because she's just genuinely that stupid. I don't think it's even going to affect us. It's not going to help her.
Yeah, no, it's like, look, I'll answer the question, but it's really just kind of proving my case. It's like, yeah, it is. Like, this is a no-win situation for this old lady. And by the way, if you spent, this isn't an attack on like poor people or anything, but if you spent 15 years in Section 8 housing, perhaps it's time to pursue a different avocation.
Yeah. It's kind of a long time. Just a little bit.
That's a long time to be in Section 8 housing. A long time. You have been in Section 8 housing for a majority of your working life.
Yeah, it reminds me of this one I saw the other day, which I didn't include because for the most part it's not that interesting. The most interesting part is at one point the judge asked the lady, like, well, how much do you pay on rent? And she's like, well, my rent should be 0. Like, why should your rent be 0? Because I don't have a job. Like,
so what? That is the opposite of how that works.
Yeah, and the judge is like,
hey,
well,
you don't have a job, you need to get one so you can pay rent.
Yeah, it's like, well, why should it be 0 just because you don't have a job? It's like, well, how am I supposed to pay it if I don't have a job? So it's supposed to be 0. It's like, when did you lose your job? 2 months ago?
But the devil's advocate just said, in 6 weeks, we're going to be back here because she smeared the words not guilty on the courthouse doors and dog biscuits.
Like, I get people are in rough circumstances, but once you're, like, walking up to me...
That's what's super funny. She doesn't own a dog.
Yeah.
She is taking other people's dogs' fecal matter and spreading it around.
She had to
That's
find
fucking
someone
wild.
else's
That's
dog.
not even her. Yeah, she has to find a dog to do this. Like that's it. That's
like, what do you
that's
even
not
do
normal.
at that
No matter
point?
how you look at it.
From last week, you asked her if she had legal assistance.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. But yes, I think for all of these people involved, Joanne included, Ms. Morris included, people need to separate. So we are willing to. Are you getting at the standard agreement?
I am.
Mm-hmm.
So Miss Morris, let me understand. Let me try to explain to you what I'm tasked with.
Okay.
I'm tasked with taking the eviction complaint on its face, the four corners of the documents, and that's where the violation is the forcible detainment complaint. You have that in your records, or you got that note, and it specifically says.
Is that where she listed the charges?
Well, I don't.
There's no charges.
The violations of the lease.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want you to come like.
I'm just, dear, this woman is so coded to, I think, one side of the law, which is the criminal side of the law, that she doesn't. This is civil. No, stop talking about how you've been arrested, how you've done all these things that are criminal, because you don't need to tell us those things. This is civil law. These aren't charges.
You're not being charged right now. Just kind of want you out of the house.
Oh man.
But no, Your Honor, I was arrested.
I was, I just, it's so fucking wild.
Well, I was arrested last time I did this, but they didn't do it this time.
Now, lease violation could be a criminal charge, but that's not what we're presented with. Well,
Okay.
technically not. But
Technically, yeah.
So I'm looking at these outlined things, okay? These outlined things on this. And then based on the testimony and the evidence presented, I say, yes, I agree that you're in breach of this lease. And if I say yes, at the end of the hearing, I enter an eviction judgment and you have 7 days to move out. Or so, okay? That's just how this court goes. I'm not trying to disadvantage you, but that is the process here.
Okay. Can I talk?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I was in a motel for 5.5 months before I found this place.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I am on Section 8.
Yes,
I've been
ma'am.
on Section 8 for 18 years.
years.
And I have a perfect
18, that's
record.
way longer.
Perfect.
I like that the judge repeats it with her.
And I've never been late on a bill in my life.
That's
luckily
okay,
this
that's
is not-
great, but this
I'm
has nothing to do with that. Look, I just, part of the issue with this is they mentioned something about a standard agreement, which probably means that for the purposes of when it comes to eviction and stuff like that, they probably go to some reasonable effort to make sure that Miss Morris, aka the violating tenant, actually has a place to stay lined up before she's actually fully evicted and forced from the property.
Yeah.
So right now, at this point, at this juncture, it's pretty much the judge asking her, "Hey, do you have a way to get a roof over your head, within the next 7 days, so we can actually properly move you out of this property?"
They're being really nice with
Go
you.
ahead. I don't keep.
Yeah, no, they're
Considering
look,
you're rubbing dog
this
poop all
is-
over their porch.
Yeah, no, it's real. Look, I always will go with like Texas has most of their rental agreements and laws and rights and stuff like that are in favor of the landlord in a way where it's almost too much. But when it comes to these cases, I swear to God, I kind of understand where Texas is coming from. Like legitimately, I don't think landlords should have all the rights. But when you have tenants that act like this, dear God.
It's not a super chat, but I have to read it anyways. She's out there, She's walking the streets right now, free to burgle all the turds she wants.
Technically, jail is how. Yeah, they're not gonna put her in jail for this.
Especially at
Also,
her
I don't
age.
think she would last in jail. I think she would just turn to dust. I mean, she's pretty old.
Yeah, you can
I'll
see.
give her that. She's pretty old, But
She's not a spry young chicken anymore.
It's not a good situation. Yeah, exactly. She can't go. Be stints in and out of jail. Being arrested. They can be good for her.
I don't keep interrupting you.
All I know is it's still happening. It was out there this morning.
The
Dog
poop on
poop.
someone
What?
else's residence?
Oh, the dog
Somebody
poop.
else's residential
It was in a
property?
bag.
On their porch?
Okay.
So, yeah.
No, on their stoop.
Okay, and their
Okay,
property,
okay.
on their space.
He went out and bought a little trash can,
Sure.
flip top, and a poopy scooper.
Which he
Okay.
can do on his property.
Well, I have to look at it.
That's not a
There's
violation.
nobody else in that whole community that doesn't pick up their dog poop except the aisle behind where,
That's not your, okay, understand.
Doesn't matter, yeah.
That's, if they want to bring violations against those tenants, that's.
Why
And I
didn't
have
she?
to look at it.
She doesn't have to tell me that today. That's not the case before me today. The case before me today is Ridge Apartments versus Bonnie Morris.
Mhm.
And I'm going to tell you now, based on everything I've already heard.
It's time to find your
standard
finding,
agreement
Judge.
is available for 1 week. If one of the things, I understand it is not ideal, but I want you to understand that we get to the end of this hearing and I find in their favor, I signed an order giving you 7 days to move out. If I hear that, if I believe that you have harassed her because you don't feel like she is doing everything the way you want her to do and taking care of these residents the way you would think that she needs to take care, that if I consider that harassment, that's one check in her favor. If I say
Yeah, no,
other
I consider
residents
that
prove
harassment.
that there's poop in on their porch,
Which
that
you
you're
have
now
done.
hanging on the door with your letter saying that you've done it, then that's in violation of the lease. If I say yes, check 2. Then we're on our way to an eviction judgment not in your favor, giving you 7 days to move out, and that eviction judgment goes on your record. Okay, so this is the other thing. That's one option that we can continue down that path.
Don't you put your hand up to
But
me. I swear to
I've already
God.
asked if a standard agreement offer is available to you.
what does that mean?
I'm going to explain that now.
Okay.
Okay. Usually instead of having the hearing, which we now are in, the court will pass the case 1 week to give you additional time to go ahead and vacate on your own, have the case dismissed once we come back and find that you've moved out, and so you don't have an eviction
Look, if she really has, if she really has this immaculate record with Section 8, trust me, this is something she does not want to go through all the way. So yeah, no, find your own time to move out and get the case dismissed, because otherwise it's going to be that much harder to find Section 8 housing where they're actually willing to deal with you, because you have a fucking eviction proceeding on your record.
Especially if they sit down and they read it.
Yeah, no, yeah. If they read this, there's no way anyone who reads this incident report is ever going to give her an apartment.
So why did you get
Like,
evicted?
sorry,
I was
that's never
harassing the
happening.
previous landlord just because I didn't like what they were doing. Like,
Yeah, and also entering
okay.
other people's spaces and playing with dog poop. I'm just calling it straight now. You were playing with dog poop.
Yeah.
You know, you said you didn't have to look at it, but you really didn't have to handle it. You chose that fucking route.
For whatever bizarre reason.
on your record.
I understand what you said. But I have not been given the opportunity to say what all is wrong in the apartment.
It doesn't matter.
That's not what the basis of the eviction is for. The basis of the eviction is for material noncompliance for disturbing peaceful enjoyment of property.
I have argued with him constantly.
That's an admission.
Then why doesn't he pick up his dog poop?
Let me tell you this. Don't yell at me.
Med,
Ms.
she's
Ms. Morris,
really.
please don't yell at me.
I have not lied.
I don't think you're lying, but you're
No,
not
that's,
helping
you know what?
yourself.
Yeah. I will give you this much. You are not a liar. You know what? To a fault, you're not a liar. I'll give you that much.
Yeah. Like, but I'm not lying. Yeah, that's the problem.
No one said you were.
Today, the temper, the anger
is showing.
Why do I think you would act differently at your apartment complex?
What would you do if this was happening next door to you? Would you complain?
I don't
I would
have to
complain,
answer that.
yeah,
That
but
would
I
be
wouldn't.
extremely speculative, but I can tell you what I won't do. I won't go and get that dog poop off somebody else and hang it on someone's door. I can guarantee you that I would not.
She didn't address the issue.
I understand, but I would not.
That's why I took it down there.
Do you want to accept the standard agreement? Yeah, and please, and also don't point. It's very disrespectful and it lacks decorum for the court. And I am due that type of respect.
I'm sorry.
Okay,
I apologize.
thank you. So what is offered to you today? And I think you need to take a quick moment to yourself to think about it. Instead of completing the full hearing today, where I continue to take testimony and look at evidence related to whether or not you violated the lease. And if I say yes, and I enter that eviction judgment, you have 7 days to move out.
I have no.
The other option on the table, and I understand you've been in hardships before, is that you take a standard agreement to move out on your own. You avoid an eviction judgment going on your record.
Yep.
You move out on your own in 7 days.
Okay.
And then let me just fully tell you what's on the table, because they don't have to
Yeah,
do this
yeah, don't
either,
finish.
meaning that we're already in the hearing. We're saying we're stopping the hearing. I want to go ahead and say, Ms. Morris, you still have 7 days to move out on your own.
Look, Miss Morris, what's happening is you are rapidly approaching the ground. You have not deployed your parachute, and right now, other people in the air skydiving next to you are trying to intervene and pull your chute for you. Let them help, please,
yeah, you just
dear
keep
God,
smacking
let
their
them help.
hand, and you're like, I don't want them to touch my parachute. It's my parachute.
You're about to fucking collide into the ground at terminal velocity. Please, dear God, let them pull your chute.
I want them to touch my chute. It's my chute. How dare they?
It's so fucking wild.
All your belongings and turn the keys. We will come back and dismiss the case, Your Honor. Keep that eviction judgment off your record. Allow you to still seek Section 8 at a new location, albeit you had a hard time getting into this one, but you at least do understand that option's on the table.
If you do not complete the first year of your lease when you're on Section 8, you have to wait a year to reapply. And I don't have anywhere to go. I have no living family members. I have no children. I've never been married.
Yes, ma'am. I understand it is not an ideal situation. I'm just telling you the options that you're being presented with today. I am so sorry, Ms. Morris. It does not seem like this was a good fit for you.
No, it certainly wasn't.
But that is where we're at this time.
Well,
You don't really have an option.
In the first place.
So for purposes of the hearing today, I do give you this opportunity to tell me what you would like to do. Would you like to
I always love that too, what they'll do. I never wanted to live there anywhere. The place is a pigsty. Then why are you living there and refusing to leave?
Exactly.
If you never want to live there, if you don't want to live there, if everything's broken, why in the, what the fuck?
What?
Oh, that's weird. There's no way that's the actual Jeremy Renner.
I don't know who that is.
What the fuck? Hawkeye. The dude who plays Hawkeye. Don't worry about it. Okay, let's just continue.
Of the hearing where I could possibly render a judgment against you and enter the eviction judgment, giving you 7 days to move, or would you like to take a standard agreement to vacate on your own and have no eviction judgment?
So you're evicting me.
I have not completed
yeah,
the
that's
hearing.
what's happening.
But I will
yes.
allow the hearing to continue, and in the end, render a judgment one way or the other. Either I'll grant a dismissal because I feel like they have not satisfied their burden.
It's been dismissed once.
Okay, so let me tell you, I
have the papers.
Well, okay, again, even if there was some other separate case, I find that not relevant today, okay? Because I have to look at this with fresh eyes. I have to look at it from like tabula rasa, blank slate from today, okay? And that's what I'm tasked with. Different judges even sit in these chairs, and I can't understand. I won't always say the thinking of that judge and why they did something, okay? But today I look at this as in fresh eyes. So if I get to the end of the hearing, if that's the option you're choosing,
You told me I shouldn't say anything else.
no, I'm telling you. I can continue the hearing. I can continue letting you question Miss Asher.
No.
Okay? But then I would not be doing this, and I'm probably even overstepping my little discretionary, because I did not think it was in your better interest
You
to consider
kinda
these
are.
two options at this time.
It's so look, the fact that she's recognizing that, yeah, she's overstepped her discretion here. Yeah, you have. And I'm not saying it's not justifiable, but at the same time, a judge overstepping their discretion. Look, at this point, you're trying to spoon feed the case to the tenant who is clearly in the wrong here. Not really fair of the plaintiff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially, what if she does catch on and through all of your poking and prodding and hinting and pushing in the right direction, she actually manages to cinch this case some fucking how, right? Would that not be grounds to appeal because you basically fucking coast your way through it?
Yeah, I think kind of where the judge is coming from in this is, in her mind, she's going, I'm already granting the eviction. She's already lost. So it's okay if I'm a little 100%. More lenient with keeping her out of prison, I guess.
Yeah, I've already made my decision. If I was a judge, I've already made my decision on this case.
Like, because she didn't say it outright when the lady asked, but it's very clear she's already decided the eviction's going through. It's just how is it going through at this point?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, look, you can choose to self-evict, or, you know, it's going to be on your record.
Yeah, I'm gonna good luck with that.
Would you like to take a moment in the hallway and think about it?
Sure.
And you can even talk with, okay, take a moment, leave those right there with you. Take a moment, we'll just take a quick recess, and you can really think about your options here, okay? You can take that with you. She can take her paperwork.
You can lead a horse to water, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you know, maybe you
but
just
that's kind of the thing, Francis Karma. Judges aren't supposed to lead a horse to water.
Yeah.
A judge is supposed to sit there at the water and watch the horses and hope the horses come to the water on their own.
Yep. And if they don't, well, that sucks.
And if you can think.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's look, you can't be a hard on your sleeve attorney and end up as a judge. That usually doesn't happen.
Thank you for allowing this brief recess. You have a question?
Nice, yeah, just so I understand.
Sure.
Your two options. I understand the first one, if we go further. Second option is that she has to vacate the property 7 days.
And then we dismiss them when we come back for review with no eviction judgment.
But but 7 days would all we would be allowed over the weekend and all this actually.
Because it's the review date. Is there any leeway for 10 days? It's up. And again, I'm not trying to, I do understand it's a holiday.
Conditions that the behavior comes down during, you know, whatever the period we decide, even the 7 days during the standard review, that, you know, she not continue doing these things.
We'll talk about that when she's back fully on the record, that it could be, that there's some potential that it could be extended 7 days, maybe to 10. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I don't want to lose my Section 8.
Yes.
So I'm going to take, you know, but will I ever have the opportunity to speak about what happened at her apartment?
The thing is, if those opportunities present themselves as separate and distinct from this eviction, you can't. But that's the tribunal in which you would handle that. I say the other court. If you felt like, and again, I want you to understand that this is only about this case and the very limited things that they have brought up and whether or not you have violated those limited things. Now, I understand that if there is a criminal action still pending, I didn't get further into that. I know you talk about that. Yeah,
it's not really her business.
Any criminal place, or you can tell the police officers your own criminal allegations. That is different and distinct. That is separate and distinct. It's the same way I tell people civil violations, like a civil case is separate. And so in your case, it's not a failure to pay, right? But some people come in here with failure to pay. And just because they set standard agreement, I tell them that does not alleviate you of your responsibility to pay, and they could bring a civil action. So those things are separate and distinct from today. The thing is, what you have to tell me, Do I think it will save your eviction case?
Nah.
If I get an eviction, I can't move on Section 8.
And I think that's one of the reasons why,
Okay.
you know, so
I cannot, there's no way I can possibly pack my things in 7 days. I have advanced osteoarthritis.
Tough shit.
have
Ow.
degenerative joint disease, and I was just diagnosed about 6 weeks ago with spinal stenosis.
What the
you don't want to hear
fuck?
this?
No, I don't.
I'm sympathetic
Honestly,
to what you
honestly,
said. I see.
do you want to hear this? No, I don't. We're moving on. I don't want to hear your fucking sob story. I'm sorry. I could not care less. As much as I would love to, I cannot bring myself to care.
Like every time they do this, it's like, do you have any idea how many people show up to these court cases and just immediately like trauma dump?
People
And they're
from
like,
all lives of work.
yeah, they're like, I win now, right?
For all walks of life, yeah.
Like, no.
Yeah, I went. Yeah, there's a Key and Peele sketch that I freaking love. It's making fun of the undercover boss trope, right? And it's like one guy who was just really shitty to the guy who was the undercover boss. When I broke my legs when I was a kid, and I had to raise my baby brother from a fetus. Well, and we were like, okay, stop it. We don't need to hear every sob story in the world so you can, quote unquote, win.
Yeah.
It's really weird that her back door is open right now.
Wait. It is.
Yeah, that's really weird. You don't normally see that. I'm just gonna click play. What the fuck?
In worse conditions than you.
Do what?
I see people in worse conditions than you have to take the standard agreement. Now, we can always see if there's
just straight up called out on your bullshit. Bitch, I've seen people without legs have to do this. You're just fine.
community partners that could help. I don't know if I can connect you with those. You can always try to go to stopmyeviction.org. I think there's a pamphlet, but that does not, so one of the things is my understanding is the authorities for 7 days.
7 days.
So she doesn't have authority to give you more than 7 days.
There's not. Yeah, it's the law.
There's something going on with the other court.
Separate and distinct.
Okay, but she's going to have something come down that says she has to do something until December the 4th before it comes back.
Those are the criminal charges.
That they're completely separate.
Yeah,
and
it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
To you about.
Okay, if she's like on
that, so let's say let's say, and I'm going to be speculative on the charges. As long as you do X, Y, and Z, they can dismiss the case.
Right.
But that won't keep them from dismissing it. What we're doing here today.
I understand, but what came about today? It's like house restriction. Okay.
That's that. I'm just being lenient here. That is that judge's restrictions that they put related to their case. It could be such as that you understand that you're not allowed to go this way or that way, or else you'll be in violation of the court's no contact order. Yeah. That's a bond decision in a criminal case. Yeah. The two can coexist.
There's no conflict here.
That she has to do this until the 4th.
Sure.
How does she do it to the 4th?
Sir, do we need to swear you in? You're in the observer's fucking area, and you're talking and you're testifying and you're bringing up questions and arguments. Do we need to swear you in?
Yeah, apparently.
Back to the court and say I didn't meet those obligations because I was no longer there.
Who is the old guy? Yeah, that's him.
So,
and that probably is all relevant to the criminal action.
Yeah. So she needs, and she didn't have she was going to have to drive home and get her release agreement. Could somebody make her a copy? Because she has to go there to the bail, I guess, and give the bail. She has to give the lease a copy to prove that she lives in that apartment. To the jail.
She said she had a copy, but there's
a courtesy copy right there.
I have that.
Okay, thank you. Let me just tell you, everything here, I probably can do an educated guess about.
Well, what too far on the end of this, Judge? You need to get control of your. I already have that. Pushes it back. Okay, we're done here.
Yeah.
what you're trying to tell me about, but it won't. The thing is, they're separate and distinct. So, are you supposed to be on home incarceration program?
Pardon me?
Is it supposed to be HIP?
That's what they said, yes.
Yeah.
They will
She's
have
got
to
a
correct.
card. I'm sorry.
They will have to correct that till the end of the termination of the lease. So even though it may be till the 4th,
She has a card with her date.
I know I got it, but at that.
Oh, she's fucked.
Yep.
She's in the home incarceration. Okay, so she's serving time. She's basically under home arrest of some kind, right?
Yep.
But she's been evicted. You know what that means, right? That means jail. That's all that means. Guess what? You have a place to stay. You could move out today if you wanted. One of my chatters literally said, hey, there's always jail. I'm like, it's not going to come to that. Apparently, it already has.
Yeah.
It's not for me to fully take into consideration. She has the lease at this time. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah, for the
She
next
has
7
her
days
lease
she
at
does.
this time. Okay.
Oh no.
Do you have an attorney on your criminal matter?
Yes.
You have an
You need to inform him about this.
Yes.
Contact him or her immediately.
Yeah.
Just in
Yeah,
court.
immediately. Yeah,
Leave
like
them a message.
yesterday.
I figured you would be. I figured that you would have an attorney from the public defender's office. Contact them as soon as you leave here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They may be able to, and again, I'm not going to say if they can or cannot.
They don't handle evictions.
No, they may be able
It doesn't
to
matter.
ask
It's
for
just
a bond modification based on your circumstances. Which
Yeah.
means when I say bond modification, they may be able to ask for something, a more lenient bond. I don't know, but tell them those are the words that you need to ask your public defender based on you taking this standard agreement to be out. But what's my 1 week date, by the way?
12/1.
By December 1st. Because you're taking
all right,
this,
she's already out.
explain that to them, and they may be able to present to the court a bond modification. Okay, of where else you may go. Okay. So thank you for asking those questions. But for today, for clarity of the record, what's being presented to you is a standard agreement to vacate by December 1st and the review date is 11 a.m. I understand that this is a negotiation. This is like, in doing so, for this eviction case, you waive your right to assert offenses for the eviction case and your right to appeal just the eviction case. It does not close the door from you in trying to, if you felt like you had another matter that you would bring up from the foundation up, but it would not
Artemis for
relate to
2.
this
That's
eviction.
Joe.
Like, not for whether or not to grant an eviction.
Yeah, Joe.
If you feel like you have defenses to allegations of
Well, the
an
police
assault
made a report
for the criminal action,
on the night that he beat me up.
then you should make sure that you follow up with
When you
on
beat
that.
me up.
Don't miss conversations and phone calls from the police. It is just completely separate and
Oh,
distinct.
so funny
from the
is
eviction case.
she pointed to no men
So for
in
purposes
the area.
of today, I do need to know
Yeah.
if you're willing to
She
accept
pointed
the
at them, but
standard
there's no
agreement.
men
I
over there.
understand that it's going to be a tall task for you to get out on the 1st, but that's what's been presented to you at this time. If you're not, and this is again you accept the standard agreement and you fail to move out by December 1st at 11 a.m., then they do get an eviction judgment. And the eviction judgment is with immediate possession. Okay? Listen to me. If they come back and ask for the eviction judgment and they get the eviction judgment, this apartment complex, them and their attorney, that's why I say they, the attorney and the attorney's client.
You think she
apartment complex.
actually doesn't
She's the representative
understand?
for the apartment complex who came to give
I
testimony.
do.
Okay.
Fair.
I think her mind is
if we come
going.
back on December 1st at 11 a.m. and you have not vacated, they do get an eviction judgment that day. The eviction judgment that day is called with immediate possession, which means they have the authority to get an eviction warrant from the court. They have to get that eviction warrant from the court, and then they have to take that warrant and contact the sheriff's office This does not happen in a day or two. They can even say, I understand you're still getting out. We'll wait until we get the sheriff involved to give you time to get out. They don't have to do that at all. They may, because it's additional cost for them to get the sheriffs involved. And they don't want that cost, but they will do it. But in the meantime, if you're getting out fast, then you can ask them. They don't have to do it. If the eviction judgment was entered, is there any way we can set it aside because I did move? I'm not saying they will, but I want you to know that it's not just that you stay because you can't get out in 7 days. And if you don't, then they'll get the eviction judgment. But that's an offer they're presenting to you. You would need to try to work with community partners and things like that and move out in the 7 days. It's not ideal, but it's not ideal for most people in your position. Yes, sir.
We're research on community partners, but
Excuse me?
Speak to you out in the hallway after you.
community.
So for community partners, this is an eviction court diversion specialist. She understands, she knows some of the community partners that she could put you in touch with. She's not an attorney, she doesn't give legal advice, but she does have knowledge of who community partners, some that may be available.
Oh, excuse me, I was on the wrong thing. I thought community partners came somewhere where you could get help to move and all.
That's what I thought.
But they don't, it depends again, these are often.
Again, she just directed you to the person who would have all the programs of people who help people, being evicted and stuff actually move. This is very common, and you could probably the person that you need to talk to is probably down the hall to the right. It's in the courtroom. I mean courthouse, sorry.
Volunteers, their community, like grants and funding, but she knows she can connect you.
She can help. Okay, thank you.
And again, I just don't want to sell you false hope, but that's the best that we can give to you today, is to still try to connect you with those. So for purposes of the day, Ms. Morris, would you like to take the standard agreement to vacate and doing so by December 1st at 11 a.m.?
Okay. Do I need to get the police reports from what happened that night?
That is completely irrelevant to the eviction judgment. You can always get the police reports. You have an action pending. You'll have your full opportunity to defend yourself and maybe exonerate yourself in the criminal action or come up with a separate resolution. They could be they could say, Ms. Morris, as long as you don't have any future violations in 6 months, we'll dismiss it. They can say, ma'am, you're on probation. As long as you don't have anything, for 2 years, it'll dismiss. There's I could go into all types of speculations, but I can't, but I don't know how the criminal action pans out. But that is definitely where you get to assert your defenses to the criminal action. You speak up, you testify, you can take it to trial. You can have a jury of your peers in the criminal action if you so choose. That's just separate and distinct from today.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with it.
For purposes of today, would you like to take the standard agreement that we have talked about in depth?
Yes.
All right, thank you so much. I'm noting that you're accepting the standard agreement to vacate.
That was a nightmare.
December 12th at 1 o'clock. December 12th at 11 a.m. The deputy.
Say that again.
December 1st at 11 a.m. That's what's on your yellow card.
Monday.
Yes, ma'am. It's 1 week. And as long as you're moved out, we come back, the case gets dismissed with no eviction judgment. We'll help you in your future tenancies, and it'll definitely help you with Section 8 in the future. So that part can remain impeccable, okay?
What you're saying is, when you get out by the first, your Section 8 is not
effective.
Okay. Correct?
Yes, sir. Thank you. And I wish you the best in your new location, okay? Eventually, and I know it may take some time, but good luck with everything. All right, and I also want to thank Ms. Casper and Ms. Asher for still extending this resolution to you. It's a negotiated settlement, so they did not have to do that, and I think this is showing that I think the parties are just ready to go their separate ways, okay? Good luck, ma'am. That concludes the hearing for today.
Oh my God. You have got to be kidding me.
I love her.
What?
Yeah.
What is going on today?
So, and yet she's very accurate. Judge did not have to do all that. Other side didn't have to do all that. They could have just hung her out to dry.
Yeah, no, they really could have.
We'd like my God, sir, put that cigarette out. I don't give a crap that you are outside.
Dude, I love that they are just featuring her too. She is one of the best judges, honestly. Just because she puts up with no bullshit.
Yeah, they at the end of their thing, they always show this clip of her where she's just like absolutely crashing out. Like
she's fucking going, yeah, she's full on crash out.
Which, to be fair, sometimes she has a complete right to.
She was in Zoom court. Yeah, no, she was in Zoom court, and I think this one is when the guy's literally smoking in Zoom court.
Yeah.
She's like, you motherfucker.
In my Zoom court.
Yeah, in my fucking court. Yeah, that's how it is. I can't believe we have this one.
Oh, yeah. So, chat, for our second one today, this is not
it's not
about...
been a good couple months for DoorDash.
This is not...
This is a separate DoorDash incident.
Yeah, this is not the girl that filmed the guy naked. Although, by the way, update on her, she has pled not guilty to everything. So, good fucking luck on that, I guess.
She's not only done that, but she also requested that the cameras be removed from the courtroom, to which the judge replied, Mizu.
So now you don't want cameras involved?
Yeah. Oh, so now you're worried about cameras.
Very funny, in my opinion.
It's amazing. Yeah, this is a pepper spray DoorDasher.
Yeah, so I heard about this the other day, and when I saw the title of it,
dangerous for one couple after
I was like, this is fake.
No, shut up.
A mysterious substance on their late night order. And now the moment when law enforcement caught up with her is all caught on camera.
There we go.
Yeah,
now, what's going on?
So when I saw this, when I heard about this case the other day, I was like, this shit's fake. They did not do this. Like, somebody didn't fucking pepper spray a DoorDash order just because they didn't get like a good enough tip. Somebody made that up. This is rage bait.
I actually heard and read about the story. I didn't realize that there was footage, but I did hear about the claim, and at the time it was a claim that they just sprayed like cleaner or some kind of chemical on it. It wasn't necessarily pepper spray, but given that we now know it's pepper spray and there's clear footage of it, it's kind of wild. Look, maybe not use DoorDash so much. I'm just saying, if this is the unhinged drivers they let use the app, I just don't trust it.
Yeah, this is kind of a wild showing. I have no idea how this ended up happening. Like, holy shit.
Look at that face, too.
Tolo for 5, what do you mean they were just adding seasoning?
They're at... Yeah, they can't taste in nothing unless it got that burn on there.
Yeah, so according to the guy that had this happen, they didn't think anything was wrong until, like, his wife basically started, like, he was doing something in another room, and all of a sudden his wife just starts choking out.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, so obviously, for obvious reasons, they freak out, because, like, his wife is just in the other room, dying. What the fuck is happening?
I already dislike DoorDash anyways, because in order to get my refund, requires me to have a phone number and call them.
Yeah.
Oh, that's shitty.
They can be kind of cringe about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so let's see, chat. What happens?
Instructions extra spicy. Look, they were just following the custom order.
Dinner turns dangerous for one couple after their DoorDash driver is caught spraying a mysterious substance on their late night order.
God.
And now the moment when law enforcement
that was
caught up
pepper
with her
spray.
is all caught on camera.
Do you have an idea why we're here?
Probably the thing out of Indiana.
Yes, ma'am.
This is Inside the Crime, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Elizabeth Milner.
You absolute look. I mean, I don't know what kind of scourge of fucking human filth you have to be to do that shit just because you feel you are shorted on a tip. Again, DoorDash operates in a way where they actually take a portion of the delivery fee, give that to the delivery driver, and then they keep 100% of whatever the tip is. So there's incentive beyond just the tip to do a good job door dashing. If you do this because you feel like you weren't tipped enough, honestly, fucking get a different job, one not in the service industry.
Yeah, absolute psycho behavior, to be quite frank.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's sociopathic.
What is it? There used to be movies where there were jokes about like, oh, you know, all of the service people, if you piss them off, like they'll ruin your food.
Oh yeah, they'll spit in your food. Yeah, that's a trope. That's a literal trope.
Yeah, just so you're aware, lady, that's a joke for movies.
Yeah, it's a joke, and it's also, you know, not chemical warfare.
That's
so I don't know how you took that fucking move and went, you know what? This needs updating to the 21st century and maybe a low-tier war crime.
Case. Did you know there's a reason Law and Crime is the go-to spot for true crime content? Just like there's a reason Morgan & Morgan is America's largest personal injury law
Oh my
firm.
God, Morgan
They have
&
more
Morgan.
than 1,000 attorneys and have recovered $25 billion from more than 500,000 clients. In the past few months alone, a client in Florida received $12 million when insurance offered just $350,000. And in Pennsylvania, another client was awarded $26 million, 40 times the insurer's offer. Morgan & Morgan makes it so easy
Prior
to
results
fight
do
for
not
what you deserve.
guarantee
You
a
can
similar
even
outcome.
start a claim from your phone. So if you're injured, you can start a claim at forthepeople.com.
Oh, I still have to show you. I still have to show you the Texas Hammer.
Oh, I've seen the Texas Hammer. Texas Hammer is great.
Oh, you have. Okay, good. Look, you can be into law without seeing those fucking commercials. They're some of the best law commercials I've ever seen.
Oh no, they're great. Texas Hammer.
Click the link below or scan the QR.
That's my Texas Hammer, not fun for you.
I like. There's the one where the car is coming down the road at him, or the truck.
Yeah, he just rolls up on the car and he fucking breaks open the truck that was full of gas and shit. It's like, what is happening here?
I love them.
Jim Cramer, the Texas Hammer. Oh man.
Now, as someone who often uses meal delivery services, this case truly makes me sick. This DoorDash driver did admit to spraying something, but she claims it was for a reason. It's December 7, 2025. We're in Evansville, Indiana. It's around midnight when Mark Cardin and his wife were waiting for their Arby's
10 days
delivery
ago.
order. Like so
Yeah,
many others,
this is
they
recent.
used the meal ordering service DoorDash to get their food. Once their food arrived and they sat down to eat, Mark and his wife both started getting sick. They both reportedly felt a burning sensation in their mouth, nose, throat, and stomach. Then came the vomiting.
And
both knew immediately something was wrong with their order. And they took a look at their doorbell camera video, and the evidence appeared to be right there.
Oh, yeah,
Mark posted this video to social media with the caption on Facebook, DoorDash employee being kind enough to spray whatever kind of poison or whatever they was trying to spray all over my food when it was delivered to my house. Thank you very much. I'll see you in court. The clip of the delivery has since gone viral, but in case you haven't seen it, the video shows the couple's delivery driver arrived to their home shortly after midnight. She places the food down and gets out her phone in one hand, presumably to take a picture of the order, because the couple did get a delivery confirmation saying their order arrived at 12:01 a.m. But on the doorbell camera, you can see the driver with her other hand begin to spray a substance from a small aerosol can attached to her keychain. And then she just walks back to her
it's a
car.
keychain pepper spray. You absolute waste of space. You know, there's a lot that
DoorDash
you can
responded to
get
the
got
viral
for
video
that.
in a statement
Yeah.
saying, quote, "We have absolutely zero tolerance for this type of appalling behavior. The Dashers' access to the platform has been permanently removed, and our team is standing by to support law enforcement with any investigation."
Good job, DoorDash.
Mark and his wife also reported the incident to their local sheriff's office.
Good.
Morning, everyone. It's Mark Cardin. The family that was involved in the DoorDash pepper spray incident. So,
Yeah.
my wife is doing better. I surprisingly am doing worse. I've been coughing so bad with my respiratory infection that I'm actually have been missing work. Unfortunately, I had to burn my last couple vacation days due to that with all my coughing and I guess me breathing whatever, that I have pulled every muscle in my midsection and including around the sides. So I'm going to be going to see my primary care doctor right now to see about, why my respiratory infection is, so much worse and why every muscle in my midsection has been pulled, probably again from
You
coughing.
can hear him. He's exhausted.
So, I've been asked by a million people, have you gotten a lawyer? Are you going to get a lawyer? No, I don't know. I don't know what to do. So I'm posting this video to tell everybody that I am on my way to the doctor. And
all right, so what you need to do, Mark, not that you'll ever see this, but what you need to do is you need to allow the criminal investigation and charges to go forward, but you absolutely get a personal injury attorney. That should be enough for this, and file civilly against this woman. Trust me, there are many attorney firms out there that will take your case pro bono or won't get paid until you get paid. There are options here, and she owes you a fuckload. Like, you need to own her fucking house and car and shit like that with the fucking bullshit she just pulled.
Yeah, that's like extremely dangerous. It's not even like...
Yeah.
Oh, it's a TikTok prank. Like, no, that is ridiculous. Especially on food.
This could kill people.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
That if you are a lawyer or you know a lawyer that's willing to help us out in this case, please reach out to me. I'll give everybody an update later when I get back from my primary care doctor and let everybody know what's going on. I'll see you guys later. Just wanted to give an update.
Detectives with the Vanderburgh County Sheriff's Office in Indiana subpoenaed DoorDash records, which ID'd the delivery driver as 29-year-old Courtney Stevenson. But then came a slight issue. Courtney reportedly lives in Kentucky, so investigators called her and agreed to do an in-person interview. The sheriff's office says during that initial phone call, she told them that she was in Evansville, Indiana, visiting her dad. During the visit, she said she was going to do some deliveries too. Courtney allegedly owned up to using pepper spray, but she claimed it wasn't to pepper spray the food. Instead, it was used to spray a spider she saw while making the delivery. She explained to detectives she was terrified of spiders, but it doesn't seem investigators were buying that story.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
Sheriff's Office, the overnight...
You're terrified of spiders and you dead soulless eyes look at the fucking food and spray it and go, yeah, there was a spider there. I'm so scared of spiders. Guys, do you hear it in my voice? There's panic.
She actually thought that was gonna work, bro.
Yeah, nah, sorry, that's not
So why'd
working.
you pepper spray their food? Oh, I'm just really scared of spiders.
Yeah, oh, why did I use barricades to take care of this minor problem? I couldn't tell you.
Spiders, bro. They're scary.
Outdoor spiders reportedly are not active and wouldn't be capable of crawling on exposed surfaces in that type of weather. So it seemed detectives wanted to talk to Courtney more. An interview was already on the calendar. However, she called the sheriff's office back, reportedly telling them she wasn't going to come in after.
They're fucking up in Indiana, and it's goddamn December. There's no goddamn way there's a spider out there.
So next came the arrest warrant. Now it's December 12, 2025. It's a little after 10:30 in the morning, and ironically, this time,
5 days ago.
Courtney's door.
Oh, yeah.
How you doing? Deputy on the Sheriff's Office. How you doing? Are you Courtney?
I am.
Hey, I need to talk to you real quick. Okay, come out here for me.
Okay.
Give you your ID on you by chance?
I do.
Is anybody else here with you, Courtney?
Oh, she knows she's in trouble.
Okay. Do you have an idea why we're here?
Probably the thing out of Indiana.
Yes, ma'am.
What's the reason why you didn't go talk to
Get your radio turned down.
I wasn't able to. I actually had appointment to go see them today.
Okay.
I was getting ready to get dressed. He told me.
Sam 12345
They're not coming in. Okay, we'll come see you.
If you guys are gonna listen,
52.
Did she have her shoes on?
Actually,
If she has anything on her feet, don't take her right now.
Yeah, so they're wanting you. So, yeah, you're going to be going to jail today. So you'll be in McCracken County Jail.
Yep,
and then
there it
Evansville,
is.
Vanderbilt County will come pick you up, okay?
they didn't even press charges yet.
You have a warrant.
I've got on here, looked up my name on the Indiana cases.
He's got a warrant.
Trust me. Look, your online fucking reporting thing. Yeah, all of this is happening right now. That happens first, and then those charges go on to the fucking on a site. You don't get the charges are up there. I'm a fugitive. No, that would just be a nice display. Like, oh hey, I know I need to avoid the police right now because they publish charges against me. No, they do the arrest, and then the charges happen.
I just like the idea that she went inside and the first thing she did was go to the website and look up her stuff. And she's like, oh, I'm not on there, so I'm good. I can talk to him.
No, that's yeah. No, you have to go through processing and then your name and everything shows up on the site. That's the whole point of processing.
You used to imagine it while she's inside doing whatever she needs to do, and she's just frantically opening up her phone and then just like, oh God, I'm not on the website. Okay, we're good.
Yeah, she's fine. And then after she puts her phone away, thinking she's good, the knock happens. Ah, fuck.
Curious too. Because she lives in Kentucky, she'll have to be held in jail until she can be extradited back to Indiana.
You'll be arrested on a fugitive from justice. Okay?
You'll be lodged on that.
You'll be lodged on that.
Because what happened is she committed a crime in one state and then she crossed state lines. This is a big, big no-no. And crime in general is a no-no, but doing a crime and then leaving the state that you did the crime in, oh, you're in big trouble then.
Yeah. You can sit in our jail as long as you want. You don't have to waive extradition, but we can hold you up to 6 months on that. So if you waive extradition, that gets you back there quicker.
To get a bond, they'll face your charges.
Then they'll give you a bond at that point. Does that make sense to you? So that's just, that's up your free right, whatever you want to do. If you don't want to waive extradition, you don't have to. But then at that point, in 6 months, they retrieve a governor's warrant. Okay, so they're going to get you.
Oh, we are no longer in court.
The other, but it's a lot
there we go.
of work. It's a lot of time.
Get in my civvies.
Down here. So as quick as you can waive extradition would be.
So I know you mentioned putting underwear on for go to jail. So we're both males, so we obviously can't go in there with you and watch you change. Once we have eyes on you with a warrant, we keep eyes on you. Okay, I'm okay with us going inside the house with you. You bringing a pair with you, and then at the jail, if they let you put it on, that's fine. I'm more than welcome to let you put socks and shoes on before you go. But they're going to give you all when you get down there. So mainly, I would just
give me a bra, but I wanted to make sure I could get.
If you want to bring a pair with you, I'm completely fine with that.
You can't change into anything.
I can't let you change or anything like that because we obviously have to keep eyes on you all the times, and we're both males, and we're not going to do that. So if you want to step in there, we'll step in there with you. Is that okay? Yeah. No dogs or nothing like that?
No.
Nobody's in here, correct?
Cats, just cats.
Okay.
It's a little messy.
Now it looks like some Christmas mess.
Stepdad will be home eventually.
Okay, it looks a little more than Christmas mess. Jesus, that whole room is, oh my God, okay.
Yeah.
No, we got a hoarder. Look at that room, that is ridiculous.
Keep in there. Some socks.
This is a lot of stuff.
So how long does the process take for them to come get me and take me there?
Today's Friday. You probably have your first court appearance on Monday here in McCracken.
Yeah.
And at that point, you can choose if you.
I always hate when they do that.
Fight it, and then they have up to like.
Get you on Friday and keep you all weekend.
Which would be in Vanderbilt County.
Yeah, they love to do that. I don't know why.
Probably come get you pretty quick.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Even though she's going to be held much longer than just for the weekend, they still chose to get her on a Friday.
Exactly.
Like, you could have grabbed her at any point in time. It's fine.
Do you want to bring a jacket? It's hot in the car, and you're going to go right to the jail. So I would suggest not.
Yeah, because that's just going to end up another thing for the jail to keep track of.
Right there in that purse. Am I able to grab some to get booked with so that I can make phone calls?
Where's it at?
It's in that purse right there.
Then go over and step that way. And
oh, she knows the process.
If you don't mind me getting your purse for you, just make sure there's no weapons
on
it, okay?
The fact that she knows that she can use the money that she brings with her to make phone calls and, use the cantina and stuff like that. Yeah, you've been through this before. Yeah.
On the side of
Where?
this.
I mean, I guess I'm not surprised.
All of it
Yeah.
with you?
No, just like the 20s right there.
This right here? Yeah. Here, I will let you pick however much you want. If you would take it all with you, that's fine.
I don't want to book all of it in just in case.
You want to leave it out like that, or you want to put it back in the purse?
It doesn't.
Look, I'm just saying. You should probably bring it all with you. You're not leaving jail anytime soon.
Probably.
You have a key, or are you just gonna lock it?
They have a key.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. I'm not going to back in.
Understand that?
Chet, you're right about that. Career criminal behavior, exactly.
A wee bit, yeah.
52. Just stay at the back of the Durango right there, the back hatch.
They're being very kind to her, though.
Just hang
Yeah,
out.
no, she's getting kid gloves right now.
Did he confirm that extra or not?
I'm a little worried that you said right now.
He's confirmed yet.
No.
I mean, usually they'd cuff her at the porch and lead her into the cruiser in cuffs. I guess she's been very compliant and cooperative, so.
Just right over here. Yeah, church walk past. Okay. Hey. I don't know. Catch your phone? Yeah. Okay. Alrighty, they want you, okay? So go ahead and we'll go over here. Stand right there. I don't want to drop your phone and break it, okay? No,
Nope.
You can make a phone call when you get to the jail, okay? Put your hands
Yeah.
for me.
Sorry.
This one, you're under arrest, okay?
And here we go. There's the cups. This would be under assault of some kind? No.
All this is a metal detector, okay?
No, there's nothing
Mark
in
also
it as
use it.
happened.
Make sure you have nothing on you, okay? No metal, no guns, no drugs, no knives, nothing like that. Alrighty. You come over here for me. You'll have a seat back there.
Well, look, there's a lot of times where if you just act like a normal person, the cop is gonna treat you as fairly as he can.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are some asshole cops out there, but trust me, most cops aren't an asshole until you give them a reason to be.
Do what? Yeah.
I had a truant officer fucking give me a bunch of shit one time. Yeah, no, she's not resistant. She's being very cooperative. She's also being silent, which is impressive.
Yeah. Normally people be going all over the place already.
12014 being route to you guys get paperwork.
Yeah, but her violation was also a lot more like planning and malicious intent involved, not like
resulting in moderate injury.
Yeah.
2 counts of battery resulting in moderate injury. There are some states that have specific laws regarding the inappropriate or unjustified deployment of pepper spray, tasers, etc. So she's lucky she only got 2 charges.
Well, there's that. Some states have specific laws against specifically chemical tampering with food.
Yeah, that's a big one too, yeah.
I'm surprised there was no like chemical tampering with food that was included on that.
Yeah, that could have been, yeah, she could have been facing 5-6 charges.
It could have been really bad.
Yeah.
A level 6 felony, and 2 counts of consumer product tampering. A
Oh, no, there it is.
felony. The Vanderbilt County Sheriff Noah Robinson said in a statement,
So 4 charges.
Residents should be able to trust that the food they order for their families is safe. When someone violates that trust and endangers others, we will respond with urgency and we will pursue charges. I want to commend our detectives and also thank the McCracken County Sheriff's Office and Vanderbilt County Prosecutor's Office for their assistance in making this arrest. Now, this kind of makes you think, if Mark Cardin didn't come forward with what happened to him and his wife, Courtney might have just flown under the radar. In a video posted a day before she was arrested, Mark thanked those who shared his story.
Hey everybody, it's Mark. So here's my update. So I just got done seeing my primary care doctor, and he agrees that whatever cold or respiratory situation I had going on beforehand has now been exacerbated by the pepper spray incident with my food from DoorDash.
Yep.
So he went
As it
ahead
would.
and gave me some paperwork stating that he had seen me today. He gave me some medication to get my respiratory system, back
Probably
online,
some more
hopefully, and
aggressive
feeling better and
antibiotics.
get my throat feeling better. And gave me some medication to help with my back and my lungs, my back and all my muscles from so much coughing. So just wanted to give everybody an update that I did go to the doctor. No such thing as a clean bill of health till we know exactly what's going on, but he seems to think that the medicine that he gave me will help get this all out of my system and get me better. So I'll post another update here in a few days.
Watch this guy freaking die.
Until then,
Oh,
everybody
God.
be safe, and if you order any food, make sure you're checking your cameras.
Like, that's kind of a thing too that would apply what you would call the eggshell defense. So if during proceedings or during this whole process, right, he dies and the reason cited is his respiratory infection, which you made worse with your criminal action, you are now liable absolutely for his death. It's called the eggshell defense or eggshell argument.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're in a lot of potential trouble here, on top of the 4 charges that you are just facing.
Something I was curious about, are they the only one she's done this to? I mean, as far as we know.
Oh, that's a question.
But the thing is,
I
the
mean,
way
that's
she
kind
did
of a
it so
question, though, because, like,
casually.
anything unreported. Yeah, exactly. She did it kind of like she's done this before.
Yeah, like, it's what she did is not a small thing.
Yeah, no. Like, it was, I mean, she had that shit on her keychain ready to go. Like, this is just something that she does to people who don't tip enough.
Yeah. She's just so casual about it.
TikTok, so I wanted to share it here as well. With everything going on, I don't think that this would have been pushed as far as it has been if it wasn't for all of you guys helping me. Everybody on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all of you guys have been sharing this, commenting. I've been messaged by people I don't know. I've been messaged by media, news media. I've been getting phone calls.
Yes, you could be charged with murder if he
I've
dies.
been getting calls from people I haven't seen in 10 years. So I wanted to thank everyone that has helped get this information out there to see this person get prosecuted. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. I wouldn't be able to, probably go after this person if it wasn't for you guys helping. Social media is a very powerful tool, and I hate that I even had to make this video. I hate that you guys even had to share it. But this information wouldn't have gotten out there and wouldn't have gotten spread as far as it has if it wasn't for you guys. And I'm not a live personality person, so you'll have to forgive me for not having any fancy edits in any of my videos and stuff like that. I get on TikTok and Facebook to watch funny videos. So again, the only reason for this message is to thank each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart.
As of this recording, online records show Courtney Stevenson is still in the McCracken County Jail in Kentucky after waiving extradition. She'll be held without bond until she's transported to Indiana.
Waived extradition, how about that?
To this episode of Inside the Crime, I'm Elizabeth Milner.
There you go.
I don't know, she kind of read to me as somebody that would, like, fight every single thing tooth and nail. But
I don't know, she kind of, I really do think she just understands she fucked up bad.
But those are the only two I had specifically
Again, I don't know
queued
about
up.
any. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm alright. I have people trying to draw me into a Elder Scrolls TTRPG session.
Oh, right now?
Yeah, in like 30 minutes.
Oh, yeah. Well, then I guess we could stop there if you're fine.
Yeah, that'd be a good stopping point.
And then you can do your Elder Scrolls.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Thank you very much, chat, for everyone watching. Don't forget, for both me and Mizu to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell as hard as you possibly can. And we'll see you all in the next one.
And thank you for the Dojin character again, chat. Also, chat, I'll be back
awesome.
later tonight to probably play some Arc Raiders with Akko and discuss some other topics.
Like a baller.
But until then, I'm going to send you guys to Dama. Please be good for Dama.
I'll send you guys to someone I don't know yet.
Hey, we'll figure it out. Bye, guys.
I'll try.
Love you guys.